Good morning, everyone.
This is CLN210.
And that stands for Current Leonard News with Room 210, and sometimes special guests will appear.
We like to make sure that we know the world today.
I'm Vanessa.
I'm Miyaka.
And I'm Michaela.
Today is Thursday, June 17th, 2021.
I really hope it will be sunny.
Yeah, me too. Audrey, what's the weather forecast today?
The weather for today will be a high of 26 degrees and a low of 17 degrees. Wind speeds will be at 21 kilometers per hour. The chance of precipitation in the morning is 1% and 56% at night. It will be partly sunny today, so don't forget to put on sunscreen and wear a hat when you go outside.
Thank you, Audrey, for the weather update.
Did you know that I go for a run every morning?
Wow, that must wake you up.
Yeah, I hope sports tryouts will open next school year.
Me too. That would make school more eventful.
Next, we have Rihanna to talk about track and field.
Hello, my name is Serena. Today my topic is track and field. Why is track and field is so important? On this planet, track and field is more than a simple sport. It is a sport that consists of athlete competition based on running and throwing abilities, the workouts, and in the burning of body fat. Who is the fastest runner? Usain Bolt is a Jamaican sprinter who set a record for 100-meter dash in 2009. With a time of 9.58 seconds to improvement both achievement into times of speeding. Thank you.
Thank you, Rihanna, for that incredible fact.
I'm excited for the next video. We have Mr. Watcher being interviewed by Tom and Marco.
Hello everyone. Today in On the Hot Seat, we do have a great honor to interview one of St. Leonard's staff members, great coach and educator, Mr. Watra.
Mr. Watcher, can you tell us why you are so passionate about playing sports and what is your favorite sport?
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm very passionate about sports because it's a great way to stay healthy, and my favorite sport is basketball.
Mr. Watra, we all miss our school team basketball practices with you. Which strengths do you believe we have to be a great athlete?
Confidence, number one. Number two, leadership.
What clubs, teams, or other activities were you involved in during high school?
I played basketball, and I was a part of the badminton team.
Wow.
Mr. Watra, what do you believe to be one of your weaknesses, and what are you doing to improve it?
One of my weaknesses are self-discipline, and I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I've been reading books on self-discipline to help me get better.
Mr. Watcher, can you tell us what is your recipe to deal with the pandemic?
My recipe, number one, stay positive. Number two, enjoy life to the fullest.
Mr. Watcher, thank you for this interview.
We wish you all the best and see you in the gym next year. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Mr. Watcher, for being a special guest for the news. And thank you to Tom and Marco for the interview.
Has anyone been to Niagara Falls lately?
No?
Yes, speaking of Niagara Falls, Elise went there the other day and recorded a video.
As you know, Niagara Falls is an extremely popular place, as it is one of the 7 wonders of the world, and the only one in Canada. Over 8 million people visit every year, using attractions all along Niagara, from the ice cream parlor with the delicious waffle cones, to the haunted houses, arcades, hotels, casinos, and many more to keep your family entertained for days. Many of these companies are in a very tight spot with the lockdowns that have been haunting Ontario due to the pandemic. At one point, with thousands of people walking up and down the streets, to now with looking like a ghost town. Niagara is at a breaking point. When will the people return to fill up all the attractions again? I am Elise Suarez from CLN210.
Did you know that this month is Back to School Month?
Too bad we can't actually bike to school. Anyways, next we have Ethan's video about bike safety tips.
Today we'll be talking about how to remain safe while riding a bike. The first step is to ensure that you have a helmet that can fit you properly. If not, you can measure your head size using a tape measure or even a string. This is extremely important because if you're not wearing a helmet, you could receive major head problems like brain trauma, and you can even experience death while riding a bike. Step 2 is to make sure you have lights on your bike, because if you decide to ride at night, you must have them since they provide a source of light when the sun doesn't. The light helps guide you too, so you won't do things like skip a red light or get in a car crash. The final step is to make sure that your brakes are properly working. If you're having problems with your brakes, you could always get them fixed at a bike repair service. This is important because you can experience fatal injuries if you can't stop your bike while riding.
Thanks, Ethan, for teaching us about bike safety.
And lastly, we have Jada talking about her pet snake.
This is Milo, my pet snake. He's a corn snake. He's a species of the rat snake. Corn snakes are found in eastern United States from southern New Jersey to Florida to Louisiana and parts of Kentucky. I feed Milo mice, and I only feed him once a week. He is 6 years old, and I've had him for about a year and a half. I got him off a family that didn't want him anymore, and he's never bit me once.
Thank you, Audrey, Rihanna, Mr. Watcher, Tom, Marco, Elise, Ethan, and Jada for joining us today.
We hope you enjoyed our short news report.
Again, I'm Michaela.
I'm Miyako,
And I'm Vanessa.
and this is CLN210.
Know the world today.
Have a great week, everyone.